Okay, here we go. For this recipe, you're going to use chicken, 4 ounces of chicken, boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm going to chop that up. I got my sweet potato, I got an apple, and I got some frozen onions. I just think it's convenient to just fry those up out of the thing instead of chopping up an onion and only using part of it. I got some low sodium chicken stock. They didn't have any no sodium at the store that I could find, and I've got some unsalted butter. I'm not trying to infringe on any copyrights or anything, so I'm not gonna go into the book too deeply. But it's 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, quarter cup of chopped onions, 4 ounces of chicken, 1 large sweet potato peeled and chopped, half an apple peeled, cored, and chopped, and 1 cup of chicken stock. But I'm probably just gonna make 2. I'm probably just gonna double the recipe. And well, no, I don't have enough sweet potatoes. I got 1 more sweet potato for something else, so I'll just have to eat half an apple by myself. So let's get started. All right, I've got I do have another sweet potato, so I'm gonna make a double batch. So I got 2 tablespoons of butter melting down in this skillet, and I'm gonna add half a cup of onions. And these are going to saute for 2 to 3 minutes, probably just until they start to brown. And then I'll add my chicken. I hear my son, so I need to go get him. Alright, these have been cooking for a couple minutes. Now I'm just going to add the chicken. So I think we've got a little while before this turns opaque. Like I said before, if you can hear my son over there, he woke up a little early from his nap. I don't even think he was down for 30 minutes, but it is what it is. He's a good baby. But we really like making food for Derek. We haven't cooked too many of his meals. Usually we just steam it and puree it, either in the baby cook or just a regular steamer in the food processor. This is going to go in the food processor. The baby cook is not good for larger meals, so this is going to be too much for that to handle. But yeah, this is only the second time I've actually cooked a meal for him with, like sauteing onions and stuff. So I hope it works out. Now every meal he gets, we make ourselves. It's pretty nice, but we're switching him to another daycare, and they do not allow home food. It has something to do with their accreditation, and they're terrified of food allergies. So they don't want any babies with food allergies to get into food that has dangerous things in it. So in case we made Derek a peanut butter sandwich or something, they're trying to keep all their children happy and healthy, which I can understand. But then also, we've made all this food, and I mean, he'll still eat it. We just won't be able to, we won't have to cook because we've got a whole deep freezer full of food. Well, it's not really a whole deep freezer, but we probably got a couple months worth of food if we didn't make any more. And he just ate that. So now it looks like he's just going to get homemade food on the weekends. Because they feed him 3 times a day there at the daycare. So we'll see how it goes. If we don't like it, we'll probably move him back to his daycare that he's in now. Actually, he just finished, so we'll see. That's pretty sad. His daycare, they're really gonna miss him. He's been there, going there since he was 6 weeks, and he's, you know, almost 9 months. There he is over there. Hey, buddy. What are you doing over there? Are you teething? He just got his first tooth. He's handling it pretty well. You got all of your stuff out of your box. You got all your stuff out of your box. Ah, he's going through his screaming phase. Oh, that stupid cat. Ah! He likes to scream, whether he's happy or sad or whatever. Oh, let's see. Don't need a super zoom. Alright, so this is good. Now I'm going to add my sweet potatoes and my apples. Our apples were actually kind of gnarly, so I had to use a Granny Smith apple. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think he's ever had a Granny Smith apple, because they said that, you know, it might be a little tart for babies. But we'll see how it goes. Mix that together. And then we add stock, right? Pour in the stock, bring to boil, cover. Bring to boil, cover for 15 minutes. So there's the stock. This is going to be pretty tasty. I'm going to have to eat some of this. I guess there's not too many people that make their own baby food. Because the ladies at daycare, they're always real interested in what he's eating and like how we make it and stuff. So we've actually found it to be very, very easy. We both work full time, so it's not like one of us is here slaving away all day. Basically, what we do is maybe on like a lazy Sunday, we'll make a bunch of stuff, and it really goes a long way. Like a 2-pound bag of green beans will make 40 servings, 40 1-ounce servings. And right now he's eating 2 to 3 servings, 2 to 3 cubes, depending on what meal it is. Like breakfast he'll eat 2, but for lunch, hey, I see you over there. You don't need to get my attention. For breakfast and sometimes dinner, he'll eat 3 ounces with this formula. So that goes a long way. This looks like it's gonna fill up at least two ice cube trays. That's probably 30. Just turn this up and bring it to a boil, and then I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes boiling or simmering. There's a lot of liquid left, so I think what I'm gonna do is just spoon this out and just add a little stock to it just to get the right consistency. So move this closer. I'm sorry, my son is unhappy. Alright, so I'm gonna go make sure he's okay. I think he's just having problems with his bottle. So I'm gonna fill this up and then we'll puree it. Okay, so my son is happy. He's got his bottle. I filled this up with all the stuff, and I separated most of the stock and some onions. So we're gonna blend this and see what happens. Hey, it almost looks just like the picture. Yeah, it looks almost just like the picture. That's good. I like recipes with pictures, so then I know whether or not I'm doing it right. So that looks a little chunky, but actually it's not too bad. I don't think I'm gonna have to add any of that stock to it. He'll be able to eat this. No problems. I don't see any big chunks. So I think this was a success. He's ready for some lunch. So we'll see how he eats it. Okay, Derek. He's still screaming. Is that a spoon? You want to try some chicken? Alright, this is the meal I just made. That's chicken and apples and sweet potatoes. I'm pretty sure I have a hungry subject. He just had a bottle though, so... What's this? You hungry? What's this? You hungry? You eyeballing it? Hey, what's this? What is that? And some more? Sometimes he gets his practice spoon in the way. He seems to not eat very well if he doesn't have his practice spoon. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, it looks like it's a success. Nom 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 nom. A little dry, maybe? You want to mix this down with some formula? What little bit you have left? Thin it out, see if he likes it any better. So I made that I made 2 portions, 2 servings of the recipe. I doubled the recipe, that's what I'm trying to say. And it made 15, I made about a little over 20 ice cubes, like well, it's 16 in an ice cube tray, one of those ice cube trays that I have. And so it made 16 in about 5 or 6. So, you know, I got 21, and plus I took 2 tablespoons out. So you probably make about 2.5, a little more than 2 and 2/3. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. Usually I try to price check everything that I buy. So I think the chicken was like $4, and the and I used 1 chicken. So I used a 7-ounce chicken and breast, and I used an apple that I already had, and I used butter I already had, and I used onions I already had. The sweet potatoes, I don't know how much those were. Well, actually I do. I got the receipt right here. Chicken fillets, yeah, were $4.07. They were on sale. And Molly, I don't need any help. The chicken stock was $2.50, and I used a good portion of that. That was 26 ounces. Oh, that was on sale. I used the sweet potatoes. I bought 2 sweet potatoes for 97 cents. So, I don't know. Sometimes making your stuff homemade works out really cheap, and sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on your yield.